Hello there and welcome. This semester, we are going to be watching a lot of videos together. Before we get started into those videos, let's take a few minutes to learn together as much as we can about how to get the most out of the video player and how to use it in conjunction with Excel. I know many of you already are very familiar with these types of embedded video players, but I would ask that you pay careful attention to the handful of tips that I'm going to show you today. If you follow these tips, you may save hours upon hours of time over the course of the semester, and you'll be able to work much more effectively as well. Typically, when we see one of these videos, we would click the play button here, or we might make it full screen down here. The first tip I'll show you is that instead of doing that, you can right-click on the video on this play button in the middle, choose Open Link in New Tab or New Window, and now it will open that video in its own page. Over here on the bottom left, there's the play button, and when you press play, it becomes the pause button. There's our volume control to go up or down. There's the timer here that tells you the minute that you're at, minute and second, in addition to the total length of the video. Over here on the right side, this is closed captioning. You can choose a language here, and then the text of the video will be shown at the bottom, or you can leave it off. You can choose the speed that the video plays at. Now 2x might be a little bit too fast to hear what's being said, but if you play it on 1.25 or 1.5x, that could save you some significant time as we go through the videos. Of course, you can pause a video as you're watching it if you need extra time to practice. Here you can change the quality settings. I recommend leaving that one on auto. It will adjust based on your internet bandwidth. Here's the full screen option, and then up in the top left here, there's this info button that just tells you a little bit about the video. On the top right corner, there are two icons, one for smart casting if you happen to have another device nearby that you can broadcast this video onto, and the second is a download button in case you need to download the video to view it offline later when you're not connected to the internet. Let me show you why I recommend opening a video in its own tab or its own window. Often, you'll be watching a video about how to do something in Excel, and you'll want to follow along in your own Excel file. If you have two screens on your computer, you could use one screen for the video and the other screen for your Excel file, but most often we're working on a laptop or a computer that only has one screen. Here's how you can work with a video on one side of your screen and an Excel workbook on the other. While you have this window open, press the Windows key and the right arrow. That will move that window to the right side of the page. When you have your Excel file open, you press the Windows key and the left arrow, and that will put it on the left side of the page. It also gives you an option to switch between windows. This way, you can watch the video on one half of your screen while you are doing the work on the other half of your screen. And if you adjust here in the middle a little bit, you can also slide over the windows so that they fit just as you may need them to fit. Now, if you had been using the embedded video player, when you go to put that over to the side, the embedded video is too small to actually be useful for you. So that's why I recommend using the Open Link in New Window or New Tab feature. Hopefully this helps as we get started. Now, let's go learn about Excel together.